All right, doggone it, we're well past time for painting together again. So let's just paint together, okay? And if you don't paint, just kick back and watch the process. This is going to be a rather fun painting to do, I hope. Okay, I'm just dampening the paper. That's all. Just dampening it with nice clean water. Okay, and I'm gonna come up about here and just shoot some yellow in. And we're gonna let it just stray down there and wander up here. And that's perfectly all right, because that is really what we need it to do. Okay. Now we know this is going to dry a lot lighter, and that's okay. Now I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to scrunch like that. And I'm going to get that on the end of my finger, if I can. And I'm going to scrunch some more. There's a light spot. Aren't you glad I identified that for you? Okay, now let's get into a little bit of orange. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, we're just going to put this orange in there. We're going to let it diffuse too, just like that. Okay, just like that. We want it to be subtle. And that's exactly what we're getting. Okay, now, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's take a touch of alizarin crimson. I love that. Okay. Okay, grab some water and we'll just kind of let the alizarin crimson mix with the orange and do its thing. This is all about subtleness, subtlety. You know, a lot of times when people go out to paint, they have this idea that they have to paint great big huge paintings of panoramic views to make what they're painting interesting. And panoramas are nice, but all too often there is a lot of beauty that's lost because the panorama doesn't allow you to see it. The little things. There was a song once that I remember. It said, little things mean a lot. Well, that's the truth. And in painting, little things do indeed mean a lot. And we're painting a little thing today, okay? We're painting little things today. Now I'm taking this green, and the yellow is still doing its thing, and the green is going up in there, and it's diffusing, okay? Now, I'm going to take a little stronger green down here at the bottom, just like this, okay? And we're going to let that strong green at the problem begin its diffusing too, see? We're just getting all kinds of action in here, and that is exactly what we want. We'll just put this in here, and we'll push a little bit more. See, just pushing. And this is damp. And because it's damp, when we push this, it's going to diffuse. Okay. Some time ago, we did a painting where we just let all kinds of stuff diffuse in there. You remember that, I'm sure. And it just turned out great. Now I'm just taking some yellow, and I'm not diffusing it in water. I'm not wearing it down with water. I'm just putting it directly onto what we've got going there to help build our background. Okay. And my goodness, doesn't that work nicely? Doesn't that work nicely? See, we don't have to be in a hurry. Just paint along at your own pace. You know, you can do this. I'm not doing anything here that requires an art school degree. So don't fuss over that possibility. You don't need to. You don't need it. All you need to do is just want to paint and have fun. And that's exactly what we're doing. Painting and having fun. Now I'm going to come into that light spot, and I'm going to put a little bit of white around in there, about like that. Okay? And again, I'm going to come in and I'm going to crunch away at it. It'll either show up or it won't. I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I've got a different brush, okay? Still a pointed brush, but it's going to allow me to do a little more work on a lot less broad scale. Now, look, see, I'm going to take the brush. I'm just going to set it down like that. We'll just let that kind of go where it wants to go. Remembering, this is going to dry lighter, far lighter than it goes on. These things, they'll just practically disappear into our painting. And that's good, because that's exactly what we want them to do. I'm just softening them out. We're just leaving them there as motion, saying that, well, there's something here. Well, there is something there, but we're not overly concerned with it. And the painting right now has just got to dry down. So what I'm going to do through the magic of editing is I'm going to just stop the roll. We're going to let it dry down, and then I'm going to start again, okay? So I will be right back in 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back, just like magic, okay? Now, all this is nice and dry. We can work on it and not have it diffuse like it was. Okay, so we're going to come back into our green. And I made this green. I used a green called Viridian, and I used yellow ochre. And I mixed the two together, and you've got a beautiful green. Okay, so you might be wondering, well, what is it that we're painting? Well, we've all seen how grass grows, and they have those particular little stems on them, you know, like these. Okay, and they make such a pretty subject, such a delicate little subject. that it's too bad that oftentimes it gets lost in the scheme of things because it's hardly noticeable. But if you look carefully, you can find it. And so, as the artist, the slice of life that I want to bring out today is that beautiful, beautiful, almost lost beauty of these stalks of grass. That grow around us and essentially get ignored. As artists, we do slices of life. And that's what we're doing today. Slices of life. And these are just marvelously glorious pictures. I've got a brush that I have fashioned. You can see I've taken most of the hair off of it. That's so I can get a nice fine line with it. Okay? Now, these grasses, they've got, I don't know what you would call it, stems, filaments, something that come off of them, okay? And if I get enough paint up here, I'll bet you I could paint it, okay? But they have got these nice little stems like that come off of them. And they're just beautiful. Look at there. Look what we are able to create with almost no effort. Okay, looky there. Isn't it marvelous that we can delve into nature and bring her beauty forward for everybody to see and enjoy. This is one of the great joys that I have as an artist, being able to do this so that it's visible. People can see it. They can enjoy it. And maybe for the first time, they truly appreciate the beauty of nature that surrounds us all. And it most certainly does surround us day in and day out. If only we take the time to observe it. And as artists, we should be taking the time to observe the nature around us. We'll just make a few scrapes here. Just a few scrapes. Like that. We'll put a little more moisture down there and a few more scrapes in it. That pretty much does it for our painting this time. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed painting it for you. So let's take the time to enjoy the beauty of nature. nature that surrounds us, okay? So until next time, I want you to remember that I love you, and I'm so glad that you have chosen to join me on this journey in painting on the YouTube channel, on my Clapper channel, and on my Facebook channel, Painting Made Easy. So until next time, just remember this: I love you, I love you, I love you.